Welcome back to another video. Callum is ever so graciously sat off to the side. This is him. This is as far as we get now with participation. So this is the start of the garden renovations. It hasn't started right now. It started how many months ago?
A year ago.
About a year ago we started on the garden, and we've took clips and things, and I think I was waiting for it to be completely finished to post, and I probably will still do that maybe.
Let me look on Instagram and see when it was.
Okay, so that there's like a complete before and after, because I like watching a video and seeing from start to finish, but this video or this renovation is been a bit of a slow burner, because we've just been enjoying ourselves and not consciously putting money into the house because we're pretty much happy with the inside.
Literally, you posted, if one project wasn't enough, we now have half a garden on 6th of February 2023.
There we go then, so it's been over a year. So I thought what I'd do is go through everything that we've done so far and put this in part 1, and then we'll do a part 2 of the garden reno. Oh my god, it literally gives me nightmares looking at the pictures and things. So yeah, we started the garden renovations obviously then last February, and then we decided to swap our block paving, so like the bricks, for decking. The block paving actually took up about 2/3 of the garden, and then the last third was the grass, and then half of the grass was took up by a shed, because our garden kind of goes down to a point and the shed is right at the back where the point is. We decided that we just wanted it to be a little bit more 50-50, would you say? We wanted more garden basically, because there's not a lot of grass type thing. So we decided to take back the block paving, and we actually sold that on Facebook Marketplace, didn't we? When you're doing house renovations and you want to do certain things on the cheap, getting like a block paving hardcore, it's amazing. So we sold the block paving, and then Callum actually got the decking on Facebook Marketplace as well, second hand, and it was like in really good condition, wasn't it?
It was in a house, and he takes it out, and then, but yeah, it was pretty cheap, brand new.
Brand spanking. When I say we, I did none of this. I did none of it. So then we put the decking in, and obviously when we got rid of the block paving, we had to kind of like do a lot of digging. No.
So moving the block paving, there was sharp sand and all that underneath it, and we had to dig it out because we wanted it lower, the decking.
I remember there being a lot of digging, but obviously I didn't do the digging.
We wanted to dig it out lower because we wanted the decking lower than the block paving was.
Yeah.
Because we're on a slope.
Yeah.
And then we had a full skip load of sand.
The people, I don't know where Callum organised to get this skip from, right, but when they came to collect the skip, they picked up the skip on the crane thing, and basically we didn't overfill the skip at all. Like the skip wasn't overfull.
Level loads, please, level load.
It was a level load. But when they picked it up, it literally broke the lorry, car, crane type thing, and it burst, and the oil came out of the whatever it is, like the suspension type thing. So our drive for about 6 to 8 months was covered in oil. It was awful. And it was a whole process, because then they had to go away. Obviously the thing had been broken. Then they said, oh, we'll come back in a few days, and Callum was like, you need to come back tomorrow to sort this out. Like, and then it ended up, I remember driving home one day, and Callum and this guy were on the drive in the skip, emptying the skip partially into another skip, wasn't it?
Yeah, for him to take that one and then come back and get the other one.
And then, yeah, and then come back and get the second one. So
in the rain.
Red and hard, wasn't it? So that was the whole dealio with the decking, getting rid of the block paving, the skip, the hell of the skip. It was, yeah, not ideal really. Then we kind of have a garden that is half decking and half mud, with a few little sprouts of green. Anyway, so then I really wanted just like 2 sets of sleepers either side of the garden, just to house some little plants. I really love plants in a garden. And then we've got like that nice little middle square bit of grass then. So we decided to do like one side of the garden at a time.
Callum's causing havoc. Well, actually, he's just basically been to the shop and bought some more sleepers. So I've only got a little garden. This is actually probably the best way to film it. This is our decking currently. Fences need sorting, which we're going to get new ones. We're going to repaint it. But yeah, sleepers in. We're going to have a sleeper this side where the bush is as well. But yeah, all looking good so far. Just need the weather to pick up, because it's been it's not been great, so it's not been great in terms of getting on with garden jobs.
So through Callum's work, and I'm assuming your dad's work,
Yeah.
they collected lots of pallets that were going spare. So we were kind of looking for those filler jobs that we could kind of, I say we, Callum, what he could do in between. And one of those was make a little bin store. So yeah, when we were away on holiday in Ibiza, he did the bin store doors and came and installed them for us, because he's also very handy with a bit of wood. So that's really nice that we basically did that whole thing for free, and it looks really lovely. And it's like the same colour as the sleepers and the decking, which is obviously ideal. And then we were holding off because we had a lot of bad weather, and basically over the first year of being in this house, we fixed and repaired the fence that we share with our neighbours 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Every time the wind blew, the fence panel would just kind of break in the centre and completely collapse. So, and we always knew that the fences was something that we were going to change. So we took the plunge. We did half the garden, and we changed all the fence panels on the right hand side, and Callum put some like reinforced bits in there just so that they were extra sturdy. We actually increased the height of them as well, just to make them feel a little bit more private. And then we decided before the end of the summer to actually give the sleepers on the left hand side a little bash. And I remember popping in a few little plants just before we kind of hit into autumn. Our little plan, just as a heads up for part 2, I'm not sure when we're going to start this, maybe like late spring. We need to sort the fence on the left hand side. So that fence is actually fine, it's not broken, although a part of it did blow down at the back, but you fixed that, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was more recent actually. But we need to change the colour so that it matches the rest of the garden now, even though all of that's fresh wood. And we're also in talks of trying to work out if we can have some sort of trellis or extend the height of the fences by some means. Again, just to increase the privacy, because our garden kind of drops down, so when you're stood at the back door you kind of feel like everyone can see in, and they can probably see you but they won't be able to see the garden, but it just feels like there's not a lot of privacy basically. I hope you enjoyed our little rundown of our garden renovation so far, and I hope that we'll be coming back soon with a part 2, a finished garden, because we've just signed on for another 2 years here, so it'd be nice to get it sorted this summer, and then next year could just be a full summer of relaxing, enjoying it, saving, etc. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to my channel down below, and leave a comment down below about how much you would love Callum to make a physical appearance soon in the vlogs.
With my slippers.
Yes, with his slippers on. Bye!